everybody. Thanks for dropping by. Good to see you. Hello, Leon, Cadence, Little Rambler, how you doing? Just playing a few tunes on my Fluigi Nosy Miss. This Kalimba. It's a 17-note instrument. It's a beautiful thing to play. I got it as a present from one of my friends, Margaret Fox, for Christmas last year, and it's quite a good thing. It's good for calming hostile. Just played gently in the background. The calms hostile crowds. Every house should have one. It's amazing. It plays itself. I've not tried playing anything upbeat on it yet, but. Oh, this is an amazing machine. It's a Kalimba. Every house should have one. It's just fun. It's cold weather. It's keeping you active, you know, because your body's moving a wee bit. Weight, you know. It's Leon getting this real old rammer as a horrendous weather here just now. It's -2 just now. It's saying here that's wrong though. There's no way. That's way below. That's not right. Like I'm pretty good with temperatures. Like, and that's a -5 easily. Like, you know that. Or greater, like, you know, because, you know, a colder temperature, snow will no bond. You know, when it gets to a certain temperature, it won't bond. That's how you used to try and make a snowball, but you could a snowball wouldn't bind because it was actually too cold. You know, because snow it binds because it's not as cold as what air and that's how it's easier to make a snowball and it binds together. You know, because it's just a water in it. You know, getting a chance because it's warming up a bit. You know. And it warms up with your hands pretty quickly. That's how you roll it in the ball, you know. But pretty dangerous snowballs, they on throw away. See, if snowballs were a pest, you know, I could throw a snowball, like, you know, I generally only threw a snowball at someone if they threw one at me, like, but by they used to get it. If I threw a snowball, like, you know, I'd take them right between the eyes with a snowball, like, you know, and like a marksman, you know, and that was it. They never threw a snowball at me again because they straight down on the ground, you know. It's such a wild clap, I didn't even see it coming. That was back in the day, like, you know, used to go down the shore and practice throwing stones, you know. That's what, like, proper Highlanders, you know, like, that's what you did the same on. Like, that's what made us strong when we were young, man, you know. Throwing stones on the shore, like, you see it far, you could throw boulder through all different directions and that, you know. That's how we got strong. Yeah, well, I think I'd say I'm going to call it a day now and get on with writing out some song lyrics and putting together a set of Scottish and Irish songs and traditional traditional style. But I'll tell you what, see stone throwing. See, when I was young over in the Wickside, there was a lot of stone throwing going there. They threw stones at people when there was no snow, you know. It was bad, man. You know, you just cycling along on your bike and you just get ambushed through a whole lot of bears with stones in hand and hurl at you, you know, and you get a stone inside your head and you're off the bike on the road, skin knees and everything, you know. It was pretty hard days then. You know, I'm thinking to say, we changed those days, like, you know. I had to stop, like, you know, we changed every time when we grew up, you know, some of us, like, you know, some of us in our age group calmed that kind of element down, like, you know, it's bad, man. Everybody thought they would have Fawns for 1 year and then Kung Fu next year. It was funny, yeah. Yeah. There's nothing worse than driving along in a car, though, because you're focusing on a car. I'm a snow driver. I did a course in snow driving. You're driving along in a snow car and people jump out and throw stuff at your car, when you're driving, you're focusing, when you're driving in the snow, I'd say stay at home. If I'm a good snow driver, but I don't like people go out on the road that I don't have experience with snow. And it shocks them then. But modern braking systems on cars now, think I don't drive anymore. My eyes are going, and but the road's safer without me. So I'll just go with a bus instead. Yeah, but anywho, I I'll maybe sign off now, and hope you enjoyed listening to that Kalimba. There, I'm getting used to getting some ideas right now and more to play. I'm starting to get some ideas way, but I'm not looking at any books for it. I decided I'm going to learn this instrument just naturally, without any research knowledge. I know it's got numbers and the notes written on the side of it, but I'm not looking at them. I'm just learning it naturally. Most of the time, I probably play it with my eyes closed. Just so you get a animation that your hands are needing to dance along. To reach all the notes, and you find that sweet point, comfortable position, because it is actually quite good because it's working your upper body. For anyone that's got trouble with arthritis and stuff like that, I would highly recommend it. I mean, just go at it gently, but not only will the sound make you feel better, but it will increase mobility. And because if you keep your joints moving, because I was really bad with arthritis, I lost my ability to play an instrument for 16 years. My hands were so bad, and that drove me mad. That's why I went on to. I just write it, and no one stopped this year. Right, my hands. I went to percussion, so and a cappella, singing a cappella, doing percussion on anything, a table. I got some tuition from a drum major, Grant Lyle, and one of the best drummers renowned for in the country, and I got some lessons on timing, but also for my 43 years, so gigging many times in different band situations, playing from Motorhead, Deep Purple, Neil Young, Don Williams, right across the spectrum, plus traditional stuff, so it was always a case of moving on. I just thought, right, this wasn't going to stop me because I love doing music, but I do love what it does for other people, and they're telling me that now. That even the people in my town last night praised I actually got for them what I've actually done for them over years. People they've met, because you forget, there's people that got couples that got together at one of my gigs that didn't even know each other, and people come back, people stop me in Tesco's 20 years on, Sale and a Legion, and they tell me that story. That's where they met, and they're married, and they've got kids, and grandchildren, and it's just not hard the grandchildren, but yeah, it's brilliant. Hello, Cindy, how you doing? Yeah, well, anyway, I'm gonna go and get a hot drink. I'm constantly drinking a hot tea. It's just freezing here, Leon. I can't wait for us. I can't wait for us cold snap to get away. It's beyond. My ball is warm, but the air is just so cold and keeping it warm. It's you see my next gas bill. That's going to be mental. I need it to breathe, though, But as I say, music will look after it. It always does. greatest thing. I'm so glad I got music though, lucky. And I had such a lot of fun in my life among all the bad stuff. Fun stuff is magic. But anyway, I'm going to call it a day now because I'm starting to waffle and must be getting tired, must be getting hungry. And well, I am a bit tired actually because I've been just playing and singing whenever I can, just to try and keep active and try and keep warm. And well, hope you all be safe, everybody, and stay warm, stay safe. If you're going to only drive if you have to. Today in Caithness, there was 140 odd accidents in our local area as people crossing into cars, into ditches, into walls. They're just not prepared for snow or skilled. They shouldn't be out driving in snow if they've not had snow training. That's something that they need to actually look at is getting snow training courses for every driver. I think just for their own good. I was a good snow driver, but I like being on the road myself. And if your car tracks or first tracks, as long as you watch what you're doing with the accelerator and you use your clutch, gentle instead of hitting the brakes. Modern braking systems they lock on, and that's causing all kinds of problems. Anyway, long story short, there was 143 accidents here today. Chaos out in the country. Roads are blocked. Snow's starting to drift. It's getting back to like it was in the 80s and the 70s. And I'll tell you what, not only that, this reminds me so much of the 70s. This weather here just now that that's why I'm singing all the 70s stuff and all the stuff that I was playing when I was 18, like AC/DC. I'm running through all that, because this is my 15-year-old voice that I'm actually singing in, But singing's a lot easier, but talking it's awful hard, I never was the best at speakers anyway, but well, anyway, thank you everybody, and thanks for coming along, and have a good rest of your night, and stay safe, stay warm. Thank you.